Yeah, I'm sorry, but this idea right here is quite possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard from a presidential administration. If you were unaware, the Trump administration, in an effort to make homes more affordable, is pushing the idea of a 50-year mortgage. Do you understand how fucking stupid that is?
Mortgage, if you're worried about it.
You shouldn't be. 50-year mortgage is not the problem. Okay? It could be 100 years, whether it's 30 years, 15 years, 30 years, 50 years, 40 years. Pick your number, dude. Problem's not how long the mortgage is. The problem is the investment is.
So Fannie Mae just dropped the credit score requirements for some of their home loans. If that sounds familiar, it's because it is. One of the things they did before the 2008 crash of the housing market, giving loans to people who have no credit history to show they can afford it.
Because I don't respect him, and life's too short. The morning of my last day on Get Up, as Greenie was giving me a heartfelt goodbye, and I awkwardly sat there. As I was leaving the set, they started a promo that Stephen A. Smith will be on the show tomorrow. Like, it is him. So let's stop acting like the guy gets worked to death. It's him.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'm like, he made you look like fools for handing him a blank check in the first place, because he doesn't even give a shit about the stuff that he's paid $1 gazillion to talk about. And now he's turning around and turning that into a money-making opportunity. Yeah. And then the money-making opportunity, turns out it looks like it's a fraudulent crap business to begin with. Honestly, I'm not a religious person, but I pray for the downfall. I really do.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
It's gross, man.
When it came to this Michelle Beadle brouhaha and seeing Cari Champion say this about me, please play cut number 7.
Stephen A. I played that Michelle Beadle clip for one reason and one reason only. I'm old enough to remember being on that show and getting in trouble based on some comments you said about women and whether or not they should know their place when it comes to abuse or non-abuse.
For Nico Harrison, a good dude, but at the end of the day, you traded Luka Doncic. And if you're trading Luka Doncic, you can't be 3-8 on the season with Anthony Davis already missing 3 games and having minimal impact to the success of the Dallas Mavericks while Kyrie Irving is out injured.
On day 1, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's going to step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill.
Okay, watch next.
If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
He says, we're going to take over the building.
So it's theirs. It's the city's.
So you mean like seize the means of production?
That's
like
exactly
communists?
Wait a
minute. So he's saying the quiet part out loud.
Yes.
And people voted for it.
That's right.
Hey, New Yorkers, listen up. This potential new mayor is selling you a dream that's going to turn into a nightmare. Zohran Mamdani is out here talking about freezing rents like it's some kind of fix. But let me tell you something. That man is lying to you. And if you fall for it, you're the one that's going to pay in the end.
And I turn up to another level. We gon' give him all the praise, cause it ain't nobody better. We gon' turn up to another level. And we gon' give him all the praise, cause it ain't nobody better. Can't help myself. I can't help myself. When I get to praising up in this place, I lose my breath. Why they party? I'm in here grinding. Money I'm stacking. Why they rock diamonds? I can't relate to them, ain't my chick calling. I set a goal for me 2 or 3 commas. 7 figures, 8 figures to 9 figures. On a slow pace to get rich quick. Same time we just think different. Cause when you make it, it hit different.
What it do, y'all? It's your partner Dale back in the saddle again for another edition of the Countermove Podcast, guys. What it do, baby? I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but it's all good, baby. Do me a favor if you could, guys. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. And if you're on a platform that allows for you to click on a little bell, so when I come live, you can come kick with your partner, man. Click on that bell, man. But let's get into this thing, man. Guys, we're going to dive interest. We have a lot of topics to talk about, guys. We're going to be talking about Stephen A. Smith and what's going on with that whole situation with him and Michelle Beadle and Cari Champion. We're going to talk about Zohran Mamdani and his anti-landlord policy. We'll talk about, man, Donald Trump and a 50-year mortgage, man. We're talking about that, guys. And also, guys, we're going to be talking about also the Mavs fired Nico Harrison, guys. So, guys, we're going to dive into this thing. Oh, we're fast, guys. So, first topic, man, real quick. Let's just dive into it, man. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's work. Let's work, guys, man. Man, look at this, guys. President Donald Trump, man, he has proposed a 50-year mortgage plan. 50. So, from 30 years to 50 years. If you look at the picture on the left-hand side at the bottom, you'll see a past president, I believe that's Roosevelt, was the author of the 30-year mortgage. Now Trump is saying 50-year mortgages, guys. Let's listen to what's going on and see why, if this makes sense. And I give you my commentary on if it does. Let's dive into this thing real quick, guys, and see. Let's bring out people from Valuetainment, which they'll dive into it. Oh, let me change that background real fast, guys. And what we can do, guys, is let's see what's going on here. All right, let's dive into it. Here we go.
Housing Director confirms administration working on a 50-year mortgage after Trump hint.
Oh, my God.
50-year mortgage? Yes. 50-year mortgage. What would it look like? Go ahead, Rob.
Trying to find an answer on affordability for housing, which right now we're seeing one of the worst housing markets that we've seen in recent times. Mm-hmm. And so the 50-year mortgage is a play to lower people's monthly mortgage payments. But the downside is, especially early on, all of that payment will be going to interest. And of course, since you're paying over 50 years and not over 30 years, you're going to be paying off that mortgage for a lot longer. So the details are still to be worked out, but it looks to be like the president's looking for a quick fix to a market that is fundamentally broken right now.
Okay, so this guy's a Democrat, right? Because you see the back, if you zoom in on the books, you'll see the New Deal. Go back a little bit, right? You see it to the left, he's got the New Deal. You can always tell what books they're reading. Yeah. Okay.
Crash.
Do you know while this guy's saying this, it's so funny. Do you know who came up with the 30-year mortgage?
Mm-hmm.
Who? Do you know who came up with the 30-year mortgage? I want you to think about, can you right there, Rob, can you pull that up? Here's who came up with the 30-year mortgage.
FDR.
Yeah, FDR came up with the 30-year mortgage.
FDR did. He sure did.
So did you say the same thing back in the days, fellow? I don't know what your name is, but, well-spoken guy a minute ago.
Crashed.
So he did 30 years. Trump's going to 50 years. By the way, Tom, the question is, if you're a bank, would you get into the 50-year business game? Would we do that knowing you're collecting the interest up front? Would you entertain the 30 versus 50? Because how do you set it up? You still have to find a way to make it profitable for the banks, right?
Right.
So the bank has to get their money, or else there's no incentive for them to want to sell this loan. Okay? What would be the incentive for banks to sell 50-year loans?
Now listen, guys. He said to sell this loan. This is how it works, guys, real quickly. Whenever you buy a home, retail home, which is a homestead home, or an investor home or commercial property, apartment complex or commercial, what normally happens, guys, is you have a loan originator who has a warehouse line of credit. And what they do is that is a large line of credit where it has a pretty good interest rate on that thing, but is a good interest rate and it's meant to be a short-term funding process. So what they do is they underwrite you to make sure that you fit their takeout partner. Takeout mean that someone is buying that loan from them immediately after they fund your loan. That's what they kind of do. So what happens is at the closing, a loan originating firm, right, they actually fund your deal. And then what happens is shortly right after that, either FHA or the secondary market then buys that from them for a profit, guys. That's how that normally works. So what's happening now is you have Trump saying it, hey, 50-year mortgages, and that's going to be coming from the retail side. There's already 40-year mortgages in the investor side. So we're going to talk about how this actually it can either benefit you or not, depending on your strategy. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Well, as long as they felt that the underlying asset wasn't going to drop. Now, so here's what the bank has to do. Your house is the collateral. You stop paying Vinny,
Correct.
I'm going to take your house. I'm going to sell it to the next guy.
Correct.
That's what a bank will do. We'll auction it. They'll auction it off. Now then, what it means, Pat, is the first 10 years of that 50-year loan, the bank has to underwrite it and be comfortable that that house won't decline in value. You follow that?
Correct.
Because not much will be paid off in 10 years, Pat. Not much at all.
Correct.
So if
Right.
you and I, Tom and Pat's bank, and we do a 50-year mortgage, our underwriting has to say, are we sure that house is not going to go down in these first 10 years? Because if we have to seize the house and auction it, we got to make sure that that house is worth more than the loan's worth.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it makes the front end underwriting has to be more certain for the banks. But I just did a little analysis. 30-year, 400,000, six and a quarter. 2,462 is the payment.
PI.
50-year, 6 and a quarter, 400,000, 2,179. So about a $300 difference
a little bit of a
on a $400,000 mortgage. However,
and hold on a second.
Next to no principal is paid off in those first 10 years.
Correct. Guys, on a 30-year mortgage, the lion's share of the interest is paid in the first 7 years. The lion's share of that. When it comes to 50-year mortgage, that 7-year term now goes to 10 years. This is the reason why Tom said that very little that goes to a principal, because that first 10 years, it is mostly interest because you have 40 or more years to go. That's how it normally works, guys. All right, that's how it normally works. So you're looking at the savings about $300 a month now. Will this actually work for consumers? Let's listen a little bit longer, then I give you my commentary. Here we go.
Very little. And then it accelerates. So for the banks, more people will qualify using standard ratios and measurements.
Correct.
But the bank better be sure that those houses don't drop in those first 10 years.
Rob, go.
Well, what the bank is going to do, guys, real quickly here, I hear what he's saying. What the bank is going to do, guys, is, okay, let me come. I'm trying to make this as clear as possible, right? I'm going to move myself over here real fast. Now, no, let's do it like this. My bad. Now, listen to me real quickly. What the bank is going to do is whenever a bank originates your loan, right, and it's sold, your loan is put into most likely a pool of other loans packaged together and sold. Typically, it's called a mortgage-backed security. All right, the MBS. Now, if you look at what happened back in 2008, you understand that mortgage-backed security. Typically, what happens is there's maybe some insurance wrapping it a little bit, which is fine. And then that's normally traded on the market, so to speak, but it's normally bought by someone, right? Now, what's going to happen is they're going to attend that exact same scenario. It's not going to change, guys, at all. But what Tom is saying is he's saying that the bank has to make sure that, hey, the numbers make some sense. Because if the numbers don't make no sense at all, now you have some banks that are in some trouble because they're buying a bad loan. But you better believe they're probably going to do most likely an insurance wrap against the defaults, right? So if any of the loans default, they get a payout. That's called insuring your loss. That's very common when it comes to security instruments like a mortgage-backed security or a bond, things of that nature. That's how that normally works, guys. So will this work for consumers? Well, here's my opinion on that. On the retail side, it depends on your goal. If you are a person that is looking to, from a retail standpoint, you're a retail buyer and you're trying to establish your career in a said company, in a said industry, and you are kind of unsure what that may be, I would say buying a home on a 50-year mortgage will probably be not wise for you to do because you don't have your roots planted, right? But if you have a business or you have a company that you love working for and you see yourself having roots there for a long period of time and you don't think you're going to move, a 50-year mortgage may work well for you, right? Now, as an investor, would I get a 50-year mortgage or 40-year mortgage? Sure, I would. The reason why is because of the fact that I'm a long-term holder, right? I'm a long-term holder, right? If my debt service is costing me, let's say 6%, I'm collecting 10, I'm netting a 4% delta there. Over the life of the loan, guys. I love doing lease purchases or seller finance when I do a lot of real estate, which is fine. But I love cash flow. So it really comes down to your strategy. Now, I have to say to the retail buyers, right? We meaning that retail buyers, bankers, and realtors, we tend to use the investment mentality or terminology when it comes to buying a retail or homestead home. And I understand the psyche behind that, but you cannot pick and choose when to use it. For instance, I will hear buying a home is a great investment. Great, but if the investment is costing you money on a monthly basis, not just debt service, but also taxes and insurance, when does it become an investment? Now, folks are going to say, well, it's going up in value. Great, but it's illiquid. You can't get access to that liquidity. Now, you can add to your balance sheet, sure, and if you are able to leverage that for a bigger plate, I am rocking with you. But if you're just sitting there chilling and then you can pass it on to your kids, I guess. But I would say be very careful with saying that your homestead home is an asset, because it's not. Your house is not an asset. It is not. Look up the word asset. The word asset, the definition for asset is something that pays you whether you work or not. All right? A liability is something that you pay whether you work or not. Right? Whether you work or not, that is a liability. Now, I'd say when it comes to a retail loan, it is an asset, but on your bank's balance sheet, not yours, because you're paying the bank. Remember, an asset is something that pays you whether you work or not. A liability is something that you pay whether you work or not. I like receiving money, not sending money out. Does that make some sense, guys? So I'm gonna say it with my chest, right? If you disagree, go down below in the chat and let me know if you disagree. Your house is not an asset. It is not. Okay? Just want to keep. I'm not saying that you can't benefit from it. Yes, you can, but it is not an asset. It's not, guys. Man. But yep. That is Trump in a row. Now, let's bring in another investor. I like this guy. His name is Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. That's my dude. Let's see what he has to say about this whole thing, guys. Again, investor to investor, which is fine. And see what he has to say about this 50-year mortgage. All right. Here you go. Let's go.
To a new study that came out, but everybody knows how difficult it is to get into a home. Certainly the Trump administration, because they're throwing out the idea of 50-year mortgages. But will the solutions make the problem worse, not better?
Listen.
Until home prices just come down a little bit.
So let's talk about the real problem here.
Sure.
For almost 22 years, as interest rates went down, mortgages were being done at 3.8 to 4.5%. And that's extraordinary over 100 years, because generally speaking, the average mortgage rate was sort of 5.5 to 7.5%, even for a while at 17%. So people really got used to the idea of getting a house, 2,500 square feet, with a mortgage at 4.5%, even like floating rate mortgages at 3.9%. But those days are gone. Inflation's still north of 3% right now, and there's a lot of issues around that. And so it's very hard for the Fed to lower rates much more. And there's a big debate going on about that, as you know. This idea of a 50-year mortgage, I mean, think about it. If you're 40, which is the average age of buying a home now, you're going to be friggin' dead before the mortgage is paid off. So you're never going to own the house. I don't like this 50-year idea. You're going to pay so much interest to save $200 a month. It's not a great idea. You know,
I would say, Kevin, brother, I hear what you're saying, big dog, but a way to get, if you're saying if you're 40 and you get a 50-year mortgage, you'll be deceased by the time you pay it off. You won't own it at all. Well, let's say, for instance, you do pass away. I believe my boy Alonzo will love this. You just buy life insurance to pay off the mortgage. Hello? Just make sure you have life insurance to pay off the mortgage. That's it. People buy on monthly payment. They don't buy on price, they buy on monthly payment. That's how they buy. All right. So that if it saves you $200 or $300 a month, and if you can shoulder that burden, go right ahead. But just understand your house is not an asset; it's a liability. But a 50-year mortgage is going to be a longer term liability. Be okay with that, and have an exit strategy if you need it. Does it make sense, guys? Think about the end first. The end. All right, guys. Well, guys, man, that's cool with Trump, man. It's going to be very interesting to see how they do this, which is fine. Now, guys, let's go to our next topic, man. Our next topic for the night, guys. I'm kind of zooming through this today. Don't you worry about that at all real fast, man. Hey, man. Your boy Zohran Mamdani has made it back on the podcast again, y'all. Man, he has some radical policies, baby. Putting landlords out of business and taking property. That sounds like communism, right? Let's listen to it real fast and see what he's talking about real fast, because some people really voted for this mess. I just don't understand how you can vote for a socialist. It don't make sense to me at all. But folk voted for a socialist. It is what it is. Let's see what actually happened. And people gonna mess around. They're gonna find out. Let me get right here. Let's get into it.
One, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's going to step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill. If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
New York.
Stop right there, guys. This guy's selling you fool's gold. Thank you. Shout out to Anton for the video, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Go subscribe to him, guys. Anton Daniels. Now, that's communism. That is communism at its finest. He is wanting to file fees against his building, and now these exorbitant fees. And then as they compound, he is asking for these landlords to pay these high fees while at the exact same time implementing rent control that has never worked at all. Then what happens, guys, is this here. Is by doing it that way, what he then does is this here. Is he says, if you don't pay the fines and they continue to compound, we're going to take over the building. That's communism. That's communism. What is this? And you voted for this? Guys, if you have that policy, right, and also rent control, which has never worked in the history of mankind, never worked, that is a terrible environment to attract capital. You're going to drive out real estate investors and developers. Money's going to dry up. And he said he wants to tax the wealthy additional 2%, which would be 52% total. And another on a corporate tax, go from 7% to 11%, so another 4%. That environment, high tax environment, high regulation environment is not a friendly place to place your capital. It's not. It's not. This guy's a moron. But you voted for this, New York. You're gonna mess around and find out. You're gonna find out. Here we go. We ain't done. Let's get into it.
New York just elected Zohran Mamdani as mayor. 34 years old, Democratic Socialist, first Muslim mayor, first South Asian
Never
mayor,
had a job.
Youngest in a century. It's a historic moment and a symbolic one.
Wow.
But symbolism doesn't run a city. Budgets do, infrastructure does, security does. Mamdani promised fare-free buses, universal childcare, city-run grocery stores, and a rent freeze across one of the most expensive real estate markets in the world. They're big, hopeful ideas, the kind that make inspiring speeches. But speeches are cheap. Budgets are not. New York has a projected $7 to $10 billion deficit coming.
Wow.
The city is already borrowing to stay afloat.
Wow.
Businesses are closing or leaving. High-income earners are moving to lower tax states. The tax base is shrinking at the exact moment he wants to expand spending.
Wow.
Freeze rents without increasing supply, and investors stop building. When investors stop building, housing supply collapses. When supply collapses, rents rise anyway, with worse conditions. Berlin already proved that.
Wow.
It didn't help tenants.
Wow.
It trapped them.
It did.
Make buses free and transit loses billions in fare revenue. Expand childcare and the city takes on permanent staffing and pension obligations.
Wow.
Once government spending grows, taxpayers carry it for decades.
And you can just look no further than Chicago. I mean, aside from the fact that New York has a massive budget deficit, so does Chicago, so does Los Angeles, and they think that they can tax their way to wealth. That never happens. It can't happen.
So do you see, guys? You see the dumb thinking with the Zohran guy. This is the new mayor of New York. He's going to drive away investors, drive away developers, and drive away capital and employers. They're going to be out. And they're banking, guys. If you ask them how are they going to survive, they say we're just going to tax the rich, right? And they said the rich ain't going nowhere because they do too much business in New York. Y'all gonna mess around and find out. Yes, you are. This is Zohran Mamdani. This is him. That's what he does. We're not done. Go ahead, Anton. Get it in.
The only way that you would be able to do that is if you were able to stop people from leaving.
Correct.
And you can't stop people from leaving.
Can't do it.
Even if people choose to fly back and forth and entertain New York as a place that they like to interact with because they grew up there or they have a lot of things that they got going on there,
Yep.
you're not going to be able to stop them from leaving and then going back to visit,
Yep.
even if they just keep something in their mother's name or a friend's name or a business name or whatever.
Yep.
Their main source of income is going to be going out and be based off of another state, and it's just going to absolutely collapse the real estate market.
Yep.
Because you can't control rent.
That's correct.
You can't. You can, but that's why you have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of units that is sitting empty.
Yes.
Because landlords don't want to rent them in a rent-controlled environment.
New York has a pretty high vacancy rate when it comes to commercial buildings. Mm-hmm. COVID destroyed them. And now it's going to get worse. Now you have another form of COVID named Zohran Mamdani. Congratulations, New York. You've messed up your entire city. Congrats. Hey, we tried to tell you. We told you that this guy was bad news. We told you that, and you didn't listen. So, hey, you're going to find out. It's all good, baby. Hey, man, don't cry about it. Go and get up and be a G about it. And take your butt with like a man and a woman. Because that ass woman is coming. You're going to think that Eric Adams was the greatest mayor of all time after Zohran. A lot of things that they say he wants to do, he can't even do because the state runs it. So a lot of these promises that he's telling you guys, he can't even do. But you don't give a damn. You don't care. It's all good, guys. All right, guys. That's Zohran Mamdani. Trash. Garbage. All right, guys. Let's go to the next topic, guys, real quickly here. Let me go back to Zohran real fast. I'm out the way real fast. Let's go to the next topic, guys. This topic for me is near and dear to my heart, guys. Because as you guys know, I live in Dallas. And I am a Maverick fan. I truly am. But something amazing happened today. It was so joyful. Read the comment. It says, Mavs fire Nico Harrison. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. He gone, y'all. He is gone. The worst GM in the history of mankind is gone. This is the Bama that thought it was wise to trade Luka in his freaking prime for injury-prone Anthony Damn Davis. This guy ain't played 14 games. He's only played 14 games for the Dallas Mavericks ever since the trade. 14. And Luka right now is averaging 40 points a game. Can we get a healthy Anthony Davis? Golly. This Bama thought that this was a great move. He really did. And the dumb fool said, I didn't realize that Luka has such a connection with the fans. And I'm summarizing in my words. Trash! This nigga garbage. He's horrible. Can I believe this Bama? Oh, I'm so glad this nigga gone. Oh, praise his holy name. Because this Bama got everybody's nerves, man. I have never... How in the blue hell do you think it's wise for you to trade a superstar in his freaking prime? Let's go ahead and celebrate, y'all. Thank y'all for... this is the point of personal privilege. Point of personal privilege. Here we go, guys. Let's get to it, guys. Nico Harris. Here we go. Let's dive into it because we know we love this. Here we go. Let's get into it. Yes.
The talk of the town tonight, and that is Mavs general manager Nico Harrison being let go today. He was fired.
Hey,
Lots
man.
of fans have been calling for it. They're celebrating it since the shocking trade of Luka Doncic 9 months ago. That's kind of the pivot point for all of us. And some were so happy
Hallelujah.
today, they were popping bottles of champagne.
Yes, Lord.
This is right outside the AAC. Our Amelia Magavro hearing from fans tonight about what they want to see in the future.
Hey, we got a link. Hey, man. Hey, S. Legentis. Hey, let us have our moment. Okay? We still in mourning. Get out here with that garbage. Saying thank you for giving. Shut up. Shut up. Damn it. Let us have our time. God, you can't give us a second? God damn.
Future of this franchise.
Just 9 months ago, Mavs fans laid their season to rest, coffin and all, right here outside the AAC. Today, that coffin's back, and this time it's with cake and celebration for the end of Nico Harrison's tenure with the team.
It's like a refresher. It's like, wow, something finally happened good in Dallas now.
The firing follows last season's blockbuster trade when the Mavs front office shipped off star player Luka Doncic, a move that triggered a storm of Fire Nico chants from the stands.
The only decent thing we got is Cooper Flag going on. Other than that, it's just really hard being a Mavs fan.
Mavericks governor Patrick Dumont now in cleanup mode, sending fans a letter that reads in part, "Thank you for your support, for holding us accountable, and for your patience."
Patrick Dumont, bro, how the hell did you bless this damn trade? How? How, player? How, my nigga?
One fan even got to hear that apology in person.
When he admitted that he felt he'd made a mistake with the trade, that I was like shocked.
Nicholas Dickinson says that moment came after he apologized to Dumont for using a derogatory symbol towards him earlier this season, leading to an unexpected courtside chat while rocking a Luka Lakers jersey.
Before last night, I kind of hated Patrick for what he'd done. But then after the conversation ended, I got the feeling that, at the end of the day, it wasn't him who made the trade. It was Nico Harrison.
Stop, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man. He lying to you. This dude had to bless the damn trade. That Negro knew. Nah, Patrick, it wasn't just Nico, my nigga. It's on you too. It's on you too, player. No, pimp juice. No, man. Yeah, accountability is here. It is, dog. But damn it, we got to do. Come close to me. Anthony Davis, get your trifling ass on that floor. Get your trifling ass on that floor. You walk and you get injured. This is you big. You big as hell. You are a superstar. Get your trifling ass on the floor. We got to get a return on our damn investment. Damn it. No damn sense. 14 freaking games. No goddamn sense.
The NBA Finals. Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player?
But even with a fresh start, some fans say a new GM isn't enough.
I would like to see the team being sold. I would like, I think for me to continue supporting this franchise, I will not be reaching in my pocket anymore to support the team until the team is sold by the ownership.
Hey, bro. Hey, pimp. I don't know who you are. I don't know what's going on. I think you knew you were gonna be on TV because you got a full-fledged suit on. Pimp. Family. No good owner is going to sell a valuable team like the Dallas Mavericks. Man, stop this fantasy. Stop it, man, player. Be realistic. They ain't selling the damn team. Stop it. God, we gotta stop being like Cowboy fans. And I'm a Cowboy fan. Yes, I am. So I ain't delusional though. I don't. But we are delusional. We are. But damn it, have some sense. You represent us on TV, bro. Hey, and CBS, don't ever bring that dude back on TV. Ever. This dude trash. Trash. Hey, bro. Hey, player. Hey, pimp. Hey, okay. I was finna go in on you, player, because you came in coming in hot with this Laker fan garbage, man. All right, man. Hey, on this live right now, bro, you got to give us a second, because right now, man, we have came out of a COVID-like situation with Nico Harris. Nico being COVID himself. Okay, Nico was COVID. He was COVID to us. He came in and destroyed everything. So, man, during this time frame, man, give us a second just to celebrate, big dog. Please. It's a little time. This was 10 months coming. And finally it happened. That trash ass nigga is gone. Oh, I hate that nigga, dog. Can I believe this fool traded Luka Doncic? No damn sense, man. All right, let's bring in y'all the GOAT. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I don't care what you say. Let's bring in the GOAT, man, and let's get him on this, man, real quickly. Stephen A. Smith, man. Hey, let's bring in the GOAT. Let's bring him in. And Stephen A. Smith, let us know what's going on. Here we go, bro.
6m.com/get-serious. Usually I've got an opening monologue, but instead I've got breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks have relieved GM Nico Harrison of his duties as general manager, according to team owner and Governor Patrick Dumont. They announced it a few hours ago. Nico Harrison, the man responsible, largely held responsible for trading Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers, essentially for Anthony Davis.
Go to the bathroom.
He is now gone as general manager for the Dallas Mavericks.
Hallelujah.
To get to it right now, I've got the ultimate.
Hallelujah.
I'm about to.
Yeah. That Negro gone. He gone. Looking all constipated. Each time we see him all the time. Like he has to go to the bathroom every single time. Hate that motherfucker. Hate that nigga. I can't stand him. There's one person that I despise. No, I'm sorry. He is more hated in Dallas than Jerry Jones. And that is saying something. This dude is more hated than Jerry Jones. Jerry, like, thank you, Lord. I got a break. Praise his holy name. Nico Harris, trash. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Stop playing with our emotions, man. This ain't gonna happen. There's no way the Lakers are gonna trade Luka. They're gonna want the Mavericks first, second, third, fourth, and fifth pick for 5 consecutive seasons for Luka. That's what they want. The Mavericks will not have a draft at all because they got Luka back. No, ain't gonna happen. Keep going.
Insider, the best in the business, the one and only Shams Charania for ESPN, right here with yours truly. Shams, thank you for time out of your busy schedule. Always appreciate you, my brother. Break it down. Nico Harrison is gone. Why did this happen? Why did this happen right now?
So this happened now because the Mavericks are in a tailspin, Stephen A. And when you trade away.
Hey, Lonzo. Hey, bruh. Hey, man. Take your LeBron 11 ass out of here, man. Hey, man. Hey, bruh. Give us our time, man. Give us our damn time. Come on, bruh. I got you, man. Hey, that makes more sense. Hey, I like that, bro. That makes more sense. I like that, man. All right, let's get to it.
Luka Doncic, a player in his prime, 25 years old, 5 straight All-NBA first teams,
you hear this,
and you go get Anthony Davis, and you've set a 2 to 3, 4 year window for you to win a championship. You say only time will tell if I'm right. You know the city is coming down on the Mavericks in February and beyond after that.
Look at this, guys. What did we get? We got old ass Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and 1 first round pick in 2029. They got Luka, Maxey, and Markieff Morris. The Lakers won the damn trade. We didn't get nothing. We should have got at least 3 or 4 first rounders. We're missing 2 more first rounders. It's ridiculous, man.
For their decision to trade Luka Doncic, you have championship expectations. And even in April, after the Mavericks lost Kyrie Irving with a torn ACL, Nico Harrison said, we'll be back next season and we'll be competing for a championship. And when you have these championship aspirations for the Dallas Mavericks, that's going to be, you have to win a championship. And you have to be competing for a championship. That's the expectation. And the start that they're off to right now, 3-8, they're one of the worst teams in the NBA, one of the worst teams in the West. And that isn't what they signed up for. That's not what the Mavericks, what ownership Patrick Dumont signed up for. And they've pulled the plug. And what we saw Patrick Dumont essentially he admitted to a kid courtside on Monday night during that loss against Milwaukee. My understanding, he told this fan that interacted with him that.
Great. All right. And that's just wonderful. I am so glad right now. I'm about to bounce back. I'm about to bounce back. Man, we so happy right now, man. Head clap of praise, man. Head clap of praise. Yep. Yeah. This trifling ass nigga is gone. He's gone. Take your ass back to Nike. No damn sense, man. How you trade Luka freaking Doncic? Trade Luka. Trash. No damn sense, man. All right, guys. On to the next one. Yo, we are going to stay with Stephen A. Yo, guys. There's a media firestorm going on right now between Michelle Beadle, Cari Champion, and they're going after Stephen A. Smith. And it's getting interesting, guys. Let's dive into this, guys, real quickly, right? Here is Michelle Beadle, and she is going at Stephen A. Smith. She's going at him. So let's see what's going on, guys, and then I give you my commentary. Here we go.
So instead of he doubles down and he does this. If I'm ESPN, I get it. You created this monster. He is bigger than you now. And that's exactly your fault and your fault only. You let him run rampant all over that company and put his face on for everybody who's like, oh, he works so hard. I'm going to let you in on a little behind the scenes. He wants to do that. Nobody's asking him.
He's desperate to do it.
He shows up. I told everyone I work with, I will never share a set with that person, ever, because I don't respect him, and life's too short. The morning of my last day on Get Up, as Greeny was giving me a heartfelt goodbye, and I awkwardly sat there, as I was leaving the set, they started a promo that Stephen A. Smith will be on the show tomorrow. It is him. So let's stop acting like the guy gets worked to death. It's him.
Yeah.
It's Beadle and Decker.
So, guys, as you can see, Michelle Beadle is not a friend of Stephen A. Smith. She was very vocal with her dislike of him. Now, let's bring in Stephen A. Smith. He's going to respond to this young lady. And then we'll go to another clip, all right, with another colleague of his. All right. So let's get it in and go to Stephen A. Smith as he's talking about Michelle Beadle. Here we go.
My comments are strictly directed at this woman, who I will remind y'all I have not said a word about in over 11 years.
Wow.
I've never spoken about her. Do y'all know why? I don't know her.
Wow.
You would think there's some beef that's been going on and has been pervasive throughout the industry for years. It's all because of her. I have never said more than hello or goodbye to her in the initial stages, and we was at one event for ESPN in 2013 or wherever it was, where we might have spoken for a minute or two. I don't know this woman.
Wow.
At all. So when you hear her talking about me, please understand, I don't know her. I have no relationship with her.
Wow.
She says, I don't like her. How would you know? It has to be because of how you're acting,
Wow.
Michelle Beadle. It can't be because of me. Because I don't talk to you. I don't know you. I don't talk to you. I've never been around you. We've never had a conversation. We've never hung out with one another. Nothing.
Wow. Wow.
We have no relationship.
Damn.
I can sit up here right now, walk outside to the bathroom, pass somebody in a hallway, talk to them for 2 minutes, and that would be more extensive than any communication I have had with Michelle Beadle in all these years.
Damn.
So she's giving off this impression like it's some warfare that's going on. It doesn't exist. If I don't like you, which is true now,
wow,
it's because of the multitude of times you've been on the attack.
Wow. Multitude. Many times.
And it's dating back to 2014 with the whole Ray Rice thing. Go look in my book. I'm not revisiting that. I don't have to. I've moved on. And I'm doing my thing. But all of this stuff that she's been bringing up, when people are saying, Stephen, it's nonsense. She's here compared to you. Forget all of that. I talk about who I want to talk about when I want to talk about it.
So guys, it's very evident that he said, I don't know this young lady at all. I don't know what she's talking about, guys. But guys, the hits keep coming because one of his colleagues also came after him, and it was really after they kind of defend Michelle, to be honest with you. And it was Cari Champion. Cari Champion had to come in and chime in to let's get into it.
Let me get to somebody I do know. At least I thought I knew. And that's Miss Cari Champion. Cari Champion is a person that used to host First Take. Used to work at ESPN. Used to do Sports Nation, stuff like that. Did a pretty damn good job too. And I have to tell you, I was taken aback, and I think the word shocked does apply when it came to this Michelle Beadle brouhaha and seeing Cari Champion say this about me.
Wow.
Please play cut number 7.
Stephen A. I played that Michelle Beadle clip for one reason and one reason only. I'm old enough to remember being on that show and getting in trouble based on some comments you said about women and whether or not they should know their place when it comes to abuse or non-abuse. Wow. Ray Rice comes to mind. Not going to get into the details of all of that. But Beadle just came for you yet again, like she did when I worked at ESPN. I wonder, do you have that same smoke for her that you have for Jasmine Crockett, that you have for Michelle Obama, that you sometimes display for me and Jamel Hill? Do you have that same smoke? I'm sick of it.
Damn.
Keep the same energy. And I call you and I root for you and I say, hey, I got your back. I'm happy for you. But you keep that same energy, sir, for everybody.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wow.
You just said, Cari, you called me, you root for me. Why would you root for somebody that called you out in Jamel Hill, who's your good friend? Because it's never happened.
Whoa, he's saying they lying.
Never. I've shown you nothing but love. What are you talking about? You were hired at First Take in large part because of me. You stayed as long as you stayed and had the support of the people that supported you because of me. Do I need to get bosses to confirm that I'm telling the truth? You know I can.
Whoa.
When we see the diverse people that come on First Take, black people, women, the list goes on and on. Who did that? That wasn't happening when Skip was there. That was me. What are you talking about? When have I spoken against you? When have I thrown shade against you? When did that happen?
Yeah.
That is a lie.
Wow.
Me, dogging Cari Champion? When? And if I did it, why did you call me and root for me? What are you sick of?
Wow. He come with
Did you just want the attention?
Ooh.
You see, we're going to have a deeper discussion right here and now because I'm sick of this. And I'm not going to be scared by women that I have loved on for many, many years as a colleague and as a contemporary and watching folks back. It doesn't mean everything that I'm going to do is going to please you. But y'all are talking without facts. We want to talk about, like Michelle Beadle talked about and other people talk. Ask John Skipper. Ask Connor Shell. Ask Norby Williamson. I'm usually not supposed to give out names, but what I'm saying to y'all is, whether it's Dave Roberts, it's a Burke Magnus, it's a Jimmy Pitaro, or anybody else, ask them my support. For numerous people that have walked through the walls of ESPN, including you and Jamel Hill. What are you talking about? I didn't want Jamel Hill to leave.
So, guys, he is literally saying that what's happened, Cari Champion is talking about, is a fat out lie. And number two, Michelle Beadle, he's like, I don't even talk to you. So he's saying that this is a manufactured conflict. That's what he's saying. It's manufactured. Interesting. Now, let's bring in somebody real quickly, guys, that could probably add some clarity to this. And because he actually has he actually has some experience in this real quickly. It's Martellus Swally. Let's go and get into it. Here we go, Martellus.
But did you just want the attention?
Blah, blah, blah. Man, damn again. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's connect on Patreon. Early access, all access, full episodes, those flows, story time, and Wileyisms. Support projecttransition.org below. Let's go. It feels like a family reunion right here. I work with all these people. Stephen A. Smith, obviously. Cari Champion hosted Sports Nation with her. Michelle Beadle hosted Sports Nation with her. But let's focus in on what Cari Champion is talking about. And there are two levels to it. One is the race play of Stephen A. Smith and the black women who are under more scrutiny than this white woman and Michelle Beadle who comes at you. And also the issue that everybody's dancing around, but they make mention of, is the Ray Rice situation. That incident sparked all of these emotions between Michelle Beadle and Stephen A. Smith and Cari Champion and Stephen A. Smith. We're going to talk about that hypocrisy and the double standard of that. But first, let's get into the race play. Because it's right now being painted that Stephen A. Smith, you got some black woman hate. Who's saying that? Well, a black woman is suggesting that in Cari Champion. And the crazy part about that is the irony of Cari Champion, a black woman, saying Stephen A. Smith has black woman hate because he has criticism for black women, which everyone can get criticized, right? And the cost of praise is criticism. It's crazy ironic that she's the one saying it when he hired her to come to First Take ESPN from the tennis channel, right? And then she goes and she becomes the host of Sports Nation with me. And then I leave Sports Nation and she stays, and then she does Sports Center coast to coast, and then finally leaves ESPN. That's the timeline, right? But the timeline doesn't really go there. In between all of that was this Ray Rice incident. So the black woman hate part, I think, is pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad that we got to bait him into saying, you better talk about that white woman. Why? It's different levels of criticism because there's different levels of incident. Well,
so I would say this here. He goes on and on and on. It's very simple. Cari Champion and Michelle Beadle, they're clout chasing. Stephen A. Smith, in my opinion, is the GOAT. The greatest of all time to do sportscasting. He surpassed Stuart Scott. He surpassed him. Now, Cari Champion is now a frequent contributor on CNN. Feel sorry for you. And Michelle Beadle has her own podcast now. Stephen A. Smith has elevated to he's the top talent at ESPN. So really, as he goes, ESPN goes. Does he work hard? He does. It's not to show off himself. It's he knows what he does. So I believe these two young ladies, they are clout chasing. They're trying to get some form of aroma from Stephen A. Smith's success so they rubs off on them. Something like that. I mean, it's trash because you're improperly dogging somebody out, right? But what do? What they do. So Stephen A. Man, keep on doing what you do. I don't agree with you on some stuff. On this one, I do. Keep shining, big dog. Keep shining. Guys, man, and Cari Champion and Michelle Beadle, get a life. Go build your empire and stop trying to use someone else's downfall or insult somebody to the top to get some clout. Stop. Excuse me, guys. I am tired today, guys. But, guys, that's all I have for today, guys. Real quickly, that's all I have for today. Now, here is the counter move when it comes to the 50-year mortgage, real quickly. All right, guys, on the 50-year mortgage, again, the strategy is the key is your strategy. What's your strategy? If you are a retail buyer, a homestead buyer, and you want to lay your roots there, go ahead and use the 50-year mortgage. If you are anticipating moving from town to town, don't do it. If you're an investor, do it, but invest for cash flow. Or if you have a flip already in place, typically I would say cash flow. It's not hard. It's real simple. Strategy is the key. Those that have the right strategy will always win. Strategy is the key. And you make money when you buy, not when you sell. So buy right so that you're not depending upon someone to come in and buy it from you at a certain price point. You have some leeway there because or some negotiating there because you bought correctly. Real simple. But guys, man, thanks so much for your time. God bless you. Now, again, I am on the app Manect, guys. I'm on the app Manect. If you ever want to just talk with me, I would say look at my brain, ask me, picking my brain about money, finance, business, marriage, life, wisdom. Real simple, guys. Scan the QR code right there, guys, or below in the show notes, you click on the link, guys, and come ask me questions. It could be a video chat, it could be a text message, it could be also we have a video phone call or just a phone call itself. You have Ray Rice. I'm sorry, not Ray Rice. I'm sorry. Ray Lewis is over there. Patrick Davis over there. That's Patrick's app called Connect. Real simple, guys. But if you want to pick my brain, it's right there, guys. Now, let's go back here. Now, guys, we are giving away a free ebook right now. Like I said before, because real estate, you make money when you buy, not when you sell. So how do you know when to buy? Right. It's all in the skill of locating distressed properties or distressed situations. Those that master that skill will never be broke ever again in their life because they're able to buy and find and buy a good deal, guys. I'm giving away a free ebook called Distressed Property Investing. It's how you can find a distressed property and or situation in your city, county, or state, guys. Even nationally, to be honest with you guys. I use the exact same techniques here, guys. Once you get the how you can get the ebook is real simple. Scan on the QR code right there on the screen or in the show notes. Click on the link down below in the show notes or DM me the word real estate, right? And what happened is my team will get you the link and you can go download the free book. It's free. It is free. All you gotta do is fill out that little survey, click submit, and it's yours. Not a problem with it at all, guys. Number two, guys. Now some folks may say that maybe say, LaDale, I'm not a real estate guy, but I do want to do a side hustle. I'm rocking with you. Well, guys, as a private equity investor, I invest in a lot of AI businesses, and the banks and the insurance companies are beginning to close a lot of their brick and mortar places. That's in their plans in the future, right? And they want to bring the agents, right, of the licensed individuals to a centralized place. And by doing this, guys, it brings the operating budget significantly down to where they actually have a higher profit margin. Well, what they typically wanted to do is they're looking to assist in starting a side hustle, a business to attract customers. It's what they call a pass-on business model. If you start a business, you bring the customers, right, and you pass it on to them, and they close it for you. It's that simple, guys. We're talking about, guys. Let me ask you a question. What if you can get paid 4% on a mortgage monthly, 4% on homeowners insurance, investor insurance, auto loan, house loan, open up a business bank account, swipe up a card, health insurance, health care. Yeah, this is on the table. This is what they call FinTech secret services, guys. I'm sorry, essential services. So this is what this is really called. Banks are using what they call the FinTech model, which is financial technology, guys, to be able to open this opportunity up for you and I, entrepreneurs like you and I, can actually begin our own companies doing this, guys. And we can bring the customer to them and pass it on to the agents. Real simple, guys. How do you get access to the information? This is a free video, guys. Again, you can scan the QR code on the screen, DM me the word mentor, or in the show notes below, click on the link, go right to it, guys. But guys, man, whew, that's all I have for today. And tomorrow, guys, at 5 p.m. CST, we have, one second. Oh, my bad, y'all. We actually have Real Estate Friday Live, guys. Real Estate Friday Live tomorrow at 5 p.m. CST, guys. Here is a brief preview of what we're going to be talking about. Here we go.
What's good, baby? It's your boy Dale. I'm back in the saddle again. Our motto is to buy, build. We already bought it already, so we already own it, free and clear. Refinance to long-term debt, cash flow. That is the motto. Cliff, man, is that a pretty strong motto, man? What do you think?
Man, the model is strong. Like, you're getting each piece of the invest, right?
Guys, Real Estate Friday Live training every Friday at 5 p.m. CST on all platforms. Come kick it with your partner in Cliff. We're going to be talking about real estate. And also tomorrow, guys, man, cryptocurrency. We're going to dive into cryptocurrency a little bit, guys, and talk about how the Trump administration is probably trying to reset the market. Ooh, and we got receipts. We're going to talk about how you can take advantage of not only real estate, but also crypto, guys. All right, guys. Well, man, thanks so much for your time. God bless you. You know, I end every single time, guys, before you leave while you can. You see that thing, baby, looking better than you. Take a picture for your mom and them. How this buddy. God bless you guys. See you guys tomorrow, guys. All right, y'all. Peace.
What if you could help families lower their bills and get paid for it? Healthcare premiums, insurance rates, and loan interest just keep climbing higher. And most people just keep paying without knowing that there's a better way. We use a FinTech platform that connects people to lower healthcare costs, competitive auto and home insurance, better loan products, higher yield bank deposits, and even ways to cut energy costs, all in one place. It's the same technology that banks and big corporations use currently. But now entrepreneurs like us can leverage this technology to build an income stream and help others save. Take our 30-second assessment to see if this business model is a fit for you. Click on the link, watch the short video after, and let's explore what's possible.
Okay, so you did fixes and flips first, or were they? Now it sounds like you're more buy and hold. Okay, so you were wholesaling first. Okay,
because I was broke. I had no credit, I had no money. So I had to get some money coming in. So I learned how to do wholesale.
And you were doing wholesaling at the good time too. 2000. When it wasn't so saturated. I kind
of saw the debacle coming. Okay. It didn't make any sense. I was like, wait a minute, how can you lend out to retail buyers 99.7%?
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a down tick, it's insolvent.
And you got to remember, in some states, because I lived in Florida at the time, you could have loan to value above 100% of your property.
Right.
The first property that I bought, it was 110%. We left the bank with like $30,000.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It was amazing to me. I was like, why am I not doing this all the time? But then clearly 08, 09 let me know why people shouldn't have been doing that all the time.
08, 09, that's why I made that lion's share of my money.
Wow, okay.
Actually running from the cows, I was running to it.
Of course.
Because I saw it was coming.
Okay.
A lot of my business colleagues back then were buying flippers.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was wise for me to share 50% of my profit with Uncle Sam. He didn't do no work.
Okay.
So why would I give him free money?
Of course.
Okay, how can I make sure I'm still legal, but keep the lion's share of the cash flow?
Of course.
So I began studying the tax code with my accountants and CPAs, and I said, okay, I'm going to buy and hold a lot of properties. Now watch this. I actually buy a lot of properties. I take home money when I actually acquire it. Every single time.
Okay, you need to break that down just a little bit.
If you'd like to learn how successful real estate investors make money when they acquire real estate and not when they sell it, click on the link below, swipe up, DM me the word to real estate to download our free ebook, Distressed Property Investing. The blueprint is in the ebook. Stay blessed. I'll let your partner and download the ebook today.